But yeah, okay, so long story short. There is one add-on on the Spirit, which is the Mother-Daughter Ring, which is the pink one, right? This add-on makes you much faster. Much faster. With the trade-off that you cannot see scratch marks. You can see scratch marks normally, but you cannot see them the moment you enter your phasing. There's one add-on that makes you considerably, it says slightly, but it's actually considerably slower. And this add-on gives you a ton of duration, and because of an unintended oversight from the developers, I would say, the longer duration also translates into quicker recovery. So with this add-on combination, you have a very high speed, even though it's not as high as usual, with a lot of duration, insane recovery, and the only downside being that you don't see scratch marks. But that's something that, you know, as a Spirit, you're going to be listening to their cries of pains with Strider, which we have, or their steps, and you don't even need scratch marks if you move that fast. So yeah, I'll try to show you. We're playing against a 4-man, by the looks of things, so hopefully they'll put up a fight and it won't be super unfair for them. This map, though, might be a bit tricky. We'll see.
But trust me,
I hear him. With Strider, normal breathing is louder than usual. He got stuck. But yeah, when I hook him, if I see someone far away on barbecue, that will be perfect, because I'll be able to show you just how far you can go. This coldness is not off. Let's see. I don't see anyone there. I think that was a diversion. Hello. Okay. She just ran past me. That was a bit confusing. It should have resulted in a hit, but... Oh, she's fucked. What? Was that hard? Well done. Right. It's a bit of an awkward map to showcase it, but let's see if I can just hook someone and just show you how far you can go with this. Okay, that's perfect. Halfway with our power. I made it pretty much across the map. And look at my power, it's not taking that long to come back. If memory serves me right, it takes like 8 seconds or something. Maybe less than that, maybe 7 point something. I forgot it, but I've got it written down somewhere. This is broken. I tell you, it's not fair. I don't think the developers ever intended you to have such recovery. Oh, that was really good. This man definitely has Iron Will, by the way. We just can't hear him as well. Because Strider only negates it a little bit, and he was probably crouching or something. Second hook for him. Billy can't have this mobility. Not even Oni can have this mobility. I heard her work on it, but it's a bit delayed, I guess. Oh, she just fucked up. Just waiting for my power to come back. 59-second DS? That's alright. I would complain, but you know, who cares? Like, if I bring the shit, then I'm in no position to complain. Yep, he's dead. I could pick him up and he would be dead right now. Thank you, brother. Oh my god, that's a...
To someone's pig request, it killed me, man.
That was funny.
With tears of joy, thanks for being awesome. Ha ha ha. Face with tears.
That was a great timing for that heart. Holy shit. Unlucky. Duration not affecting recovery reminds me of Omega Blink Nurse. It's exactly the same principle. Yeah. Omega Blink Nurse was basically Nurse with a pair of add-ons. And what these add-ons did they made her travel further, but they also made her travel further at the exact same speed, basically making shorter blinks also also faster, and that was not intended. He just went past me. There you go. That recovery is so good. This recovery comes from the Yakuyoke amulet, adding insane amount of duration. The thing is, if you use this add-on, the Yakuyoke amulet, it's like you have the equivalent of a green movement speed add-on, but in negative, which is really bad. If you use the add-on by itself, it's really bad. But if you pair it with this mother-daughter ring, you can do this to survivors. Let's hit RTS. You understand? You're nullifying the weaknesses of each thing, and you're basically making up for the fact that you have no scratch marks with Strider, Barbecue, and the other info perks. This build is mean, but it could probably be meaner. Oh, I didn't see you. I can't even hear you either. Alright, I'm gonna try to go for the person that's not, like, dead off hook or whatever. There she is. I'm hearing subtle noises. And it's hard to hear them because the window there, but yeah, she is here. Well played. This guy was really smart. This poor Quentin, though. She's right there. She's injured, and she's making no noise. I think that's the glitch with the sound. She should be making at least some, right? That's why I couldn't hear her. Look at them constantly healing! And us constantly interrupting them. Oh, I didn't quite catch it. Oh, they're doing a totem. Right. Doesn't matter if they make distance. This is a bad map to make distance in as well. To be completely honest, because you eventually reach walls. In other maps you can run for much longer. But it doesn't matter. With a spirit like this, she'll catch up so much. Off the record, Aaron Will? You're right. She could be running either No Mither and Aaron Will, or obviously no Mither, but yeah, she could have two perks that stack together. That would be quite crazy. Who would run Off the Record and Aaron Will? Two perks that do roughly the same. Perhaps they have the program that lets them know they're playing against a spirit. And they try to use that? That is gross. That's ridiculous, dude. Who the fuck needs to teleport when you can just use a fucking... okay, what's the speed of this? Let me try to remember. So... I think it's roughly plus 45... It's almost Billy levels of speed, but Billy doesn't have the ability to, you know, bump into things and carefully navigate. So I'm pretty sure that in a map like this, or most maps, your mobility is probably better than Billy's. And obviously, the moment you're there, you can interrupt them on the spot. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Didn't say anyone on barbecue this time. I wonder if we can get the same Neo. I need another DS, or if Shashi already DS'd us. 220. I've got all these numbers down somewhere, but I've forgotten, man. Alright, hopefully they call out that I'm chasing them. Nah, they're gonna hear me. They're doing quite well, aren't they? These add-ons with Devour Hope sound nasty. There's a really good spirit out there that has like 1,000,000 hours in spirit that runs something similar to this when they play against Survivor Friends. I was on the receiving end of that. Yeah, no, I'm not even a great spirit, mind you. But yeah, it's fucking awful. You could have slop. Yeah, you could have. Nah, you don't even need it, honestly. Oh. Wow, he went the wrong. I saw his friend with barbecue over there, but that's alright, let's kill him. Franklin's too? Yeah, I assume if you think that they're gonna have a bunch of items, you could have that too. But, like, you can pick your poison, honestly. I think Sloppy and Strider are the... Sloppy, Strider, and Barbecue are great. Because with Sloppy, you can see they're slow on the heals, I can constantly interrupt them. With Barbecue, I have good information. Strider makes it so that even people with Iron Will are kind of fucked. And you don't even actually have to use your ears that much. And Discordance is the one perk that you probably don't need there. They did still kind of well? Yeah, because we let the Quentin live 3 times. But yeah, that was a really solid team. And because we ate 2 DSs on kind of purpose. GG, well played. But hopefully that will show you just how fucking strong these add-ons are. Instead of using the Yakuyoke amulet, you could still pair it something else with this. But I think this is probably the strongest add-on combo in Spirit, in my opinion. For someone who knows how to use it, I reckon it's the strongest. You could see that, like, did you ever, at any point, when you watch this game, do you ever feel like I didn't have enough information because I couldn't see scratch marks? That was barely an inconvenience, wasn't it? They were in trouble. And look at that. They just had an Iron Will. Who was the... I don't remember. The Nia. There were 2 Nias, though. Let's see. Just Toxic and just Simp. They both had Iron Will. So one of them should have been... It was strange. I think it was just a glitch. But that was an interesting idea. They had a bunch of self-cares, which definitely didn't fucking help. But even when they healed together, they had a hard time keeping up. This build is wrong, dude. This build is wrong. I'm glad they got the hatch.